Welcome to WorkSpan TV. I'm Rose Stanley. Joining me today is Sandy Asch, Principal at the Alliance for Organizational Excellence. Welcome, Sandy.
Hi, Rose. Thanks for having me.
Sandy, let's talk a little bit about wellness and well-being. Can you explain to me what you believe the difference is between those two?
Most often there is a perception that wellness relates to diet and fitness. Distinct from that, well-being is a much more compelling concept. And when we speak about well-being, we speak about optimal well-being, people having health, happiness, and prosperity in all areas of their life, their community life, their social life, their work life, physically, mentally, and emotionally, and spiritually. And so what that creates is a very compelling possibility for people to step into and get excited about, because it also conveys to them that the company they're working for is very committed to supporting the individual in well-being in all areas of their life.
What are some of the components that you think make up well-being?
Well, I love the Gallup findings on well-being, and what they look at is social well-being, relational well-being, well-being at work, health, physical well-being, emotional well-being, and spiritual well-being. So it's almost like the whole enchilada. We're looking at the whole person at work and outside of work and asking the question, what can we do to invest in our employees' well-being and support them and their family in living the best quality of life?
Can you give me one idea of something that you think employees really need to do in order to kind of step up and take charge?
You know, I think one of the reasons why wellness programs sometimes don't have the kind of impact we would like them to have is because there is a lack of ownership. And in order for any wellness or well-being initiative to have impact, it's absolutely critical that employees are expected to step up, take full ownership and responsibility. And one of the questions I typically ask audiences is very simply, what is the most important decision you will make in your life? And I get all kinds of fascinating answers, and the correct answer in this case is the decision to take full responsibility for my health and well-being. So no matter how lavish and no matter how well designed your wellness or well-being initiative is, in the absence of complete responsibility, ownership and accountability on an individual level, it's unlikely that you'll have the kind of impact that you desire.
What kind of results have you seen in integrating this type of initiative?
The results are fascinating and even beyond my expectations. And what I'm noticing is that people are improving their physical health. They're eating more fruits and vegetables, which is absolutely critical, as we know, because we all know that 70 to 75% of chronic disease is diet and lifestyle related. So when people eat less fast food and they eat more fruits and vegetables and drink more water, naturally their physical health significantly improves. But in addition to that, what I found very interesting is that people have reported that their overall energy throughout the day has improved and that they're experiencing few of those energy dips, you know, in the middle of the afternoon when people get a little, let's say, glazed over and they have to reach for sugar or caffeine to keep themselves going. So we're seeing a real improvement in that. And then very interestingly, participants in this kind of program are reporting they're more productive, and 50% of participants in this kind of program are reporting that they're more engaged at work. And this is really the premise of focusing on and investing in employee well-being. Our intention is not only to improve physical health, but also to improve focus, engagement, and productivity at work. Because we all know when people are healthy and they feel good, they're naturally more productive and engaged. So what a win that when people are investing in their well-being in all areas of their life, that's showing up in terms of bottom line productivity in the workplace. And then there have been two additional outcomes that I found very interesting. 61% of participants have, as a result, gone and had their annual physical, whereas they might not have before. And that's very significant in terms of mitigating healthcare costs and claims. And lastly, people are experiencing fewer colds and flu-like symptoms, therefore missing fewer days of work. So when you take that into the home environment as well, and when you have the whole family engaged in this quest for optimal well-being, well, that translates obviously to employees being more present at work, being more focused, more engaged, more productive, and missing fewer days.
Sandy, have you seen anything in your studies about the stress levels of employees going down?
Yes. Interestingly enough, and I don't have that data here with me today, but people obviously, when they take care of their health and well-being in all areas of their life, naturally will see a reduction in the amount of stress that they have.
And that seems to be very pervasive globally as well.
Absolutely.
Sandy, one last question. Can you tell us how this well-being can really integrate well into a whole total reward strategy for an organization, and how it can really build off of what we have in this total rewards area?
Well, the premise of total rewards is to offer a unique value proposition to employees and declare your commitment to them and demonstrate to them how valuable they are to the organization. And so taking wellness one step further and focusing on total well-being at work, at home, in the community is such a powerful way to communicate to your employees that we're really committed to you. We're committed to you in the office, out of the office, and we're committed to your family. So it really serves to strengthen the value proposition, and I suggest that in many ways, it helps to distinguish your company as a great place to work. And we all know that when your organization has a reputation of being a great place to work, and you're known as an employer of choice, that you have increased ability to not only attract the best talent, but fully optimize that talent and then retain those wonderful people as well.
Thank you, Sandy, very much for sharing your insights.
Thank you.
For World at Work, I'm Rose Stanley.